Hello, it's Friday. Wow, the week just went by and I didn't even realize it, but it has been a really productive week. So much has been going on and I'm really happy, but sometimes my head will bring me to the point of like, what have I done today? What have I accomplished today? Or comes days like today, Friday, I'm like, what have I done whole week? You know? And sometimes this puts me down in an absurd way because I have done a lot of things. And it's true that I sometimes don't like to stick only to one thing. I like to do multiple. And I found out that that's why I feel I haven't done nothing, because I'm going to put an example. I'm doing so many of my crochet projects, yes, for my business, and many of them requires multiple repetitions, yes. So sometimes I go with the mood. One day I say, okay, I'm gonna have now a longer batch of hours to do it, so I'm gonna choose this specific project that needs more time, and that's the one I will do. And then in other times I only have a few minutes, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this one because this one is quick. Like, I'm gonna show you, for example, I'm making myself a top, and this is the top. It's over 180 stitches. So obviously it's taking a lot of time and a lot of repetitions. And I filmed on the go. So this one I already filmed it like this. And now the video is just waiting for me to upload the part 2. So the sooner I finish it, the sooner I will be able to move forward with it, right? And finish the video and be able to upload it. As well, I'm doing with this, I'm doing this one, which is gonna become the name of my daughter. So same, it takes a lot of time. And then we made a mistake and my OCD will not allow me to let it go without mistake. So I redo it, but I'm done doing pretty well. And then I have another project, which is a cardigan, and I'm doing part 2 of the cardigan. So basically, I'm gonna show you. So this one will become a cardigan. So let's say that is the sleeve and the jacket, if that makes sense to you how I'm putting it right now. So again, this requires a lot of time. And then I'm doing another project, but this one I'm just doing it as a tester. I'm just testing something and see if it's gonna work. So as you can see, I have so many things going on, and so many of them I have to keep going. I'm doing this for decoration for my parents' house. So when I go and visit them, hopefully this summer, I want to bring this one, but I'm overthinking so much. I think I already showed this on the video, but I'm doing this one, and I am, for example, discussing with them, okay, what's the colors? Because they are building their own house. So I'm like, okay, what's the colors of the room? What is this? What is that? So things like that, you know? So as you can see, I have so many things going on, but because they are unfinished, I just feel I've done nothing. But I know I'm doing a really big progress. It's just, as I say, it's all on my head and it's all like that. But one thing that I have decided is, because when you are like me, running 2 businesses that are so related, but at the same time they run different paths, sometimes you feel like if you focus too much on one, you let go of the other. So I have decided, which I think is the best, I have decided to do, I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's gonna be for my crochet business. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays is gonna be for my art and craft class. One, because I already have classes booked for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And 2, because those are the other 3 days left. So what this means, for example, tomorrow is meant to be a art and craft day, right? So I will put all of this crochet away, so nothing is really calling my attention, and I will be able to focus only on the art and craft. Like, I'm doing real size laptop for my children, and this is taking me ages, but it's just because there's always something else coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna finish this later. The day finished and I haven't finished it. So as you can see, I did a realistic, because I measure my own laptop, okay? And then this is gonna be where that is gonna go, and this is gonna be able to kind of move. So when they do like this, the keyboard and what is supposed to be the mouse, they will be able to move. So the plan is that this tomorrow, because it's the day, I will be finishing it, you know. So I think by doing that, it's going to help me a lot mentally too. Even if when first thing in the morning when I'm on my own from 4 to 7 or 8, depends what time the kids wake up, I can continue focus on my crochets, on filming videos and everything. But that doesn't mean that later on when they wake up, I'll be like, okay, what day is today? Academy? Okay, all crochet out of the way. Let's continue focusing on that. If it's a crochet day, then I will be, because I'm teaching my kids how to do finger knitting, and I'm teaching how to do this one because it's really easy. My daughter is learning how to do, sorry, I just realized I accidentally pulled this thing off. So I'm gonna take it before I mess it up, because I'm doing it too tight. It's so easily to come off. So sorry, but I'm just gonna fix this with you here 1 second, because the last thing that I want is to, yeah, just leave it there, boy. Thank you very much. My honey,
kind of to remind you.
My son is bringing me the cards to do the card of the day, because today I don't have much time. Again, by the time I wanted to come in here, it has become so late, and I don't want it to happen like yesterday where it was getting really dark. You could barely see me by the time I was doing this. And also because I like to edit the video immediately and upload it immediately. So if you give me just 1 second while I'm talking with you, I know I'm not looking at you, but I'm trying to focus on taking a loop that doesn't want to go through and into place. So here I am, okay? Here I am. There we go. Now I've got it. I put it back. Then let's pull this to make sure it's done. Okay. Because look at this. This is where it's come from, but it's just one of the most beautiful yarns. This one and another one that I got for my daughter that we have. But let's focus on us, which is that. Oh, and by the way, look at that. I've never had something like this happen to me before. And I'm telling you what I'm going to do right now before I go to bed. I'm going to again do the jar of water with oil and a piece of my hair for like one of the ways to check the evil eye, because there's so many weird things happening in the house, like plants dying that they were blossoming and beautiful and everything. All of a sudden they are dying, and as you might heard it the other day in another vlog, there are things opening and closing and things like that. So I want to make sure I do that. I'm buying today online, which I've been searching in different places for the sage and the palo de santo. So I'm going to make sure that's burning in my house all day long, because from next week we're going to start having people over. And obviously I want to make sure that we have a clean energy around before that. So card of the day today, the 27th of June 2025, Friday the 27th. Let's see what the universe want to tell us. What?
If you pick out a card, some of them are the wrong way around.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine, because that also have a meaning when it's upside down.
Oh. I don't know.
You don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to ask the universe what this day means, what these circumstances and situation we're going through means. What is all of this going on? Please, universe, let us know. So, top of the deck, upside down, the fourth of, I will put it like this for you to see it, is the 4th of Pentacles, upside down. I'm learning a lot about what the upside down means. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. So, for me, if I was to check this one, for me this one means like solitude, like trying to accomplish something, trying to hold on to something because you don't want to let go of it. And, you know, like business-wise, success and everything, you're trying to like hold on to it and don't let anybody take it from you. This person is alone. You can see all the village or all the city, or it's a village. behind it, you know, it's like sitting on its own, far away from everyone. But we're gonna read about on the book right now. And then obviously we have the Five of Cups. Again, far away from the village, half of the cups are fallen, there's only two standing. It's a really pretty sad image. You can see the water running with the bridge, and you can see the village back there in the background. So I found this one more of like feeling defeated, like feeling you are losing in a purpose, in a something that you want to accomplish. Sorry, I just felt like I was choking. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go to the booklet and we're gonna see what the booklet wanna tell us about. First of all, we're gonna go first to the Fourth of Pentacles. So the Fourth of Pentacles says a sign of conservation. It indicates substantial material possession and may reveal protective tendency. You see, I'm protecting what is mine, but again, it's upside down, so I really need to look into that. I'll put it on the description down below. I always put the deeper meaning on that when I do my research. Then we're gonna go to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups symbolize disappointment and regret with an unexpected outcome. It indicates the need to move on. So you see, it's like defeated. You lost on something, but move on. Be resilient. Be like the river. Be like the water. Just flow. Go with the flow and take it easy. So I really feel this one is a really sad card, to be honest, where this one as well is a really possessive, like I don't want to let go of my things, but this one feels like it has lost them. So there we go. But again, the upside down really keep me in there like what it is. We're gonna move to the angels now, and let's see what the angels want to say today. Again, we're gonna ask the same to the universe. Angels, tell me what today, Friday the 27th, means 2025. What are these signs that the universe is giving to me? What is my purpose of today? What is the message that the angels want to give me today? I already read it, baby.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. What is... Oh, we have somebody falling.
Who is it?
Okay, somebody has fallen. The fallen card is the High Priestess. Apologize, my camera just went off. So we have dropped the High Priestess, which is Archangel Haniel, and it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So you see, this goes a lot with the day because of what I just said at the beginning. That's why I always like to tell you first what I have in mind before we pull the cards, and then you can see the meaning. Like, see, listen to your intuition. Again, I want to be careful in the decisions that I'm making. I want to be careful on the things that I'm changing on my life, and I'm in a good way, what I want to the universe to bring me, but at the same time I want to be careful at the same time. But that's really good. Top of the deck is the Eight of Water, and it says a desire to move on, to search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And then last but not least, bottom of the deck, we have balance. Oh my God, this couldn't be a more, this is Archangel Zadkiel, and it says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing.
Sorry, that just fell.
Yeah, my son just dropped something, sorry for the noise. So yeah, it says cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So see, again, they're saying like, listen to your intuition and consider carefully, have patience, and at the same time here it says the need of balance and wait for the perfect timing. So see, it's like I'm planning things, I'm changing things, I'm going with the flow of the water, but at the same time it's the be careful. And here we have this beautiful angel looking up to the sky with all of these magical things going around. She has a book. Then on the other hand, she's kind of like holding like ropes in there, as you can see. Yeah, I found this one really mystical, you know. I love this deck of cards. And then the Eight of Water, say the desire to move on, to see. I have the desire of seeing things moving forward, seeing myself being able to balance right now in my life and be able to found the correct path and the calm path where I don't feel I'm failing in a million things, but I want to listen to my intuition. I want to listen to what is happening around me and make sure that the decisions that I'm making are the wisest and the best, because at the end of the day, obviously this is a business and it needs to provide something for us. But now we are gonna, last but not least, ask the fairies what the fairies have to tell us, what the universe and the fairies want to tell us and wants to learn, and something just fall from the deck. The Ten of Summer. And it says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends, raise children wisely, people you can trust. Oh my goodness me. You know, I'm a baby. So again, I was just asking, right? And it's just fall. What the fairies want me to know today, what they want me to accomplish today, and what they think is the message that I should listen to, and what all of this means right now that we are going through.
I just read it, so it's okay.
Good. Then we have top of the deck, boom, we have the Ace of Spring. And it says, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Boom. We're still on the same. Fantastic. We go bottom of the deck. The Princess of Winter. And the Princess of Winter, look how gorgeous that one it says. It says, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and diplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Sorry, as I'm saying, I just feel I'm choking every 5 seconds. Yeah, look how pretty that one it is.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah, good. So again, here we have beautiful cards. So here we have a really beautiful image of like 2 adults, a male and a female, and then we have 2 children playing in the water. Look how beautiful that pond is. It reminds me to what we did in our academy, that it was the Clomonet month, and we were doing all of these, like the lilies on the water. It's really, really beautiful. And they are going into like a boat, and the boat is like kind of like, seems like a caterpillar. Like, no, it's like
Ladybug?
butterfly. Look at that, it looks like a butterfly boat, as you can see. And then they are playing with some music and everything. Really beautiful. Here in the Ace of Spring, we have a little girl playing her magic, surrounded by beautiful animals. We have the moon as well in there, as you can see, or at least I can see it in there, a moon. And then the butterflies flying around. We have so many butterflies, actually, which that's really spiritual. If you believe in it, it normally says that when you see butterflies around you, those are like spirits flying around you and coming to visit you. My kids love that, because every time they see one, they always feel like there's somebody from the family coming and visit them. And then here we have the Princess of Winter. Again, it's snowing, beautiful. Look at how gorgeous she looks. How she's standing on her ground and being really strong and really powerful. And then we have this kitty, really gorgeous as well, this winter cat, which again is like a protective thing, but it's something that for me it's kind of like the leader of the journey, if that makes any sense. By the way, I've done it a few years ago. I've done the life retrogression. If you have never tried it, you need to be brave enough to try it, okay? So basically, my spiritual animal, it's a panther with eagle wings. That's what it is. And if you've never done it, I'm just gonna say this before I go. So the life retrogression, you need to be prepared for it, because so it's a really deep, meaningful meditation. You're gonna do the meditation, and then you're gonna start going through stages of like getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper inside that meditation stage, until the point like you kind of feel like you leave your body. Then they're gonna ask you to open a door. And then when you open a door, in my case, I was in in the woods, in the forest, all surrounded by green and beautiful things, which for me, that brings me peace. That is a place where I am calm, and that's something that really makes me feel alive and everything. And then they were saying, look around and you will find your spiritual animal. And all of a sudden, here came a panther walking on a big branch of a tree. And all of a sudden, it stand up on the branch and open his wings. So I could see the eagle wings, let's say these beautiful wings that it has. So that spiritual animal follow you and guide you through the rest of the meditation. And then they take you through another path, and then you go to part 2 of where is another place where you feel calmness, where you will feel happy and everything. And I found myself in like a beach, like in a really quiet place, like one of these beaches that they are so hidden in some corners that only few people are so privileged in life to find them. So there I was, and then all of a sudden they say, okay, you're gonna find a place. I found a cabin, and then they say, okay, step in. And then I opened the door. That's where the panther left me. I opened the door and I went into one of my past lives. So one of my first past life, which was the farthest away. So you go from the farthest to the closest. So my farthest away, I was on the medieval time, and I found myself that I was kind of like a high rank of a family, and I was forced to marry someone. And then I was trying to fight and be like, no, I want to be with whoever I want. So I found the feminine energy and this strong personality that I have right now, because you should feel that you're related somehow to them. So because your soul brings something from previous lives, right? So I felt like she was really standing her ground and then really saying, no, I'm not gonna do this or whatever. And then they asked me to just keep walking around and then try to look for a group of people. I found a group of people, and they say, look for a familiar face. I could not find any familiar face. I don't know, it's been so many years. I don't know if a person that was in there, actually I might have met it already since there until now, but I didn't realize, I didn't remember it. So I just let go of that, whatever. And then they say, okay, they put you in a situation where you're really uncomfortable, but you can really see your soul, like really your personality and everything coming out. And then they say, okay, found the closest door, open it and walk through. I open it, and all of a sudden I was on war, and I was a nurse during the war, and I was in a hospital, in a military hospital. There was all of these soldiers screaming, crying, bleeding, and then I was like helping people. And I felt like that's the kind of me, of my wanting to help everyone, wanting to do something for people to help them and make them feel better. And then sometimes, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I will try to do it just to help that people. So then I was doing that, but it was really overwhelming. I could feel myself crying in this vessel, but obviously not in that moment. Like, I was really strong. I was really trying to like keep it together and everything. And this meditation puts you in really pressure moments, you know what I mean? Moments, sorry, the ice cream man is passing by, so you can hear the bells. So it basically puts you in situations that you really feel in danger. You really feel like compromised. As I say, there I could not leave while I was being a nurse. I wanted to leave. I wanted to get out of that room, but you're so deep in your meditation, it's not that easy to wake up, and it's not recommended that you try to jump out of it, because you can really emotionally hurt yourself, hurt your soul, and things like that. So at some point they asked me, okay, found the next closest door. I did it, and then I was on the I would say this will have been on the 40s maybe. And I was a singer. I was a singer on stage. I was singing. I was making everybody happy. So you go through the 3 lives, okay? I was making everybody happy. Everybody knew me. Everybody was so happy to have me, to listen to my music and everything like that. But I felt so sad, so empty, so lonely. How I was surrounded by so many people, but at the same time, I was alone. And that in your third life is when you have to see yourself, your soul, die. You have to see that person die. So after I see her singing, she was really young, she was really pretty, whatever. I have to walk with her, and then we went through this. So at all this time, you are that person. You are seeing everything through their eyes. But when you are seeing the death of that person, you need to be standing in front of that person and see them die. And what I see in this woman was, she was really old, and she was sitting in like a rocking chair or an armchair, and she was listening to music, and she was so happy, but she was so sad. She died so sad of being lonely. Music was her life. Music was her family and her passion, and the people that came to listen to her on that place where she was playing the music and everything was the only people that was really around her. But when came the last minute, the last seconds of her life, she was absolutely and completely alone. And it was a really, really, really sad feeling. I heard of people needing to live horrible deaths. Mine was really peaceful, was really quiet. She just basically fall asleep and never wake up again. And then there I was standing on her living room, watching her, listening to music and sleep and passing away. So it was a really peaceful thing. And then after that, once you've seen that, that's when they say, okay, you're about to listen to Ice Cream again. There we go. So yeah, and then they say, okay, go through the last door. So then you go through the last door, and then slowly, there was my panther waiting for me again. And then we walk the same stairs that you walked the first time until I met the panther. I walk it up with the panther. So that's my awakening from my meditation. And then I say goodbye to my spiritual animal, to my beautiful panther. And then I came back to this. So it was a really, I can tell you, I woke up and I was just like literally wet of tears, because if crying of seeing this medieval girl fighting for her life, saying, I'm not going to marry that guy, I'm not going to do this just because of my position of being a woman forced me to, seeing those men suffering at war and me trying to help them and not be able to help them all, seeing this woman all so lonely or whatever, but the fact of seeing her die, that really broke me into a million pieces. But it was a really beautiful thing, because you can really see and feel how much we bring to our current life from previous lives. And it makes so much sense to me. And it really opened my eyes on the sense of why I love music so much, why music make me feel this, like something feels full inside me and happy. And seem like I can hear a really sad song and maybe cry, but it's just how that melody and those lyrics get into me. Is really powerful how I feel when I hear music. So it really makes sense. Same like as I said, the me standing out for myself and be like, no, I'm gonna do what I want, and then that's it. You don't get to tell me. Or the helping people and supporting people and making sure that I can help as many people as I can on this life. And you know, it's just everything comes. Have I ever done it again? No. That was the first and the last time. I've done it, I think, like 3-4 years ago. Will I ever do it again? I don't think so, because I think that was a really beautiful experience. And a part of me, it's no point of afraid. I'm really respectful with that. And what I don't want is to do it again. And then, yes, I will live 3 other different lives. But I just don't want to see myself suffering anything horrible. And it could be a helpful thing. But at the same time, other times I'm like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. So I hope this teaches you something, because I was here talking for so long. But I hope it teaches you something. And if you didn't, and you've never done it and you want to do it, please do it. But as I say, think that it takes around an hour or so, or 2 hours to do it all. And you need to be really careful and really prepared for it. That's the point. Be really prepared for it. And yeah. I as I said, when I uploaded back in the day online, a lot of people came back to me and they were like, oh yeah, I've done it. And I don't want to scare you, okay? But this is the thing. I heard people needing to see their past life burning to death. Other ones getting killed. Other ones doing things to them. And they have to see it until that person is gone. While other people was doing things to them or something like that. Others committing suicide as well, which is really sad because you want to help that person. It's like, please don't do it, but you can't help it. There's nothing you can do. Like, you could shout whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, you cannot help that. That's happening, and that it is. And the thing is, you know it's gonna happen. You know what you're about to do. It is what it is. You need to see the end of that life. So that's why be prepared for that, because mine, as I say, was beautiful and peaceful, but others are not. And I heard some people got really a little bit traumatized with that, because it's like, oh my God. But maybe, for example, there's people that, I'm going to put example of back in the day, the stories that they told me, like they see a past life burning to death. And they were saying, when I see bonfires, when I hear the sirens of the ambulances, I get really anxious. I get like, I can breathe, like panic attacks, or they don't like fire, or they feel like really respectful to fire, like, oh, you stay there, I stay here, and that is because your soul your soul can remember everything from other lives. You don't unless you do these things, and unless you really do all of this awakening. That, for example, I'm working on it, and it's really powerful, it's really scary, but at the same time it's really beautiful. And yeah, I mean, you can try and then let me know how it was. But I'm about to go because obviously my babies are here and they are kind of like asking me out. But again, one more day, really powerful reading, really incredible reading in general. Oh my goodness me. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.